G'day guys, welcome to another video. Now, I'm just gonna come out with this one, man. I've lost a tremendous amount of sleep, tremendous amount of, I think, just life taken away from my future over stressing about what's been going on down here at the track with the council issue and everything else, guys. I am beyond stoked to announce that we've officially been granted our permit, guys. So Archfield Drift Park, for the meantime, is definitely here to stay. What does that mean? That means the council says we're all good, we can stay here. Now, previous to that, our contract with the Speedway has always been 2 years at a time, and basically we're here as long as the Speedway is, as long as we play ball. So, you know, while we're not 110% in the all clear, that was never 100% all in the clear. I don't own the land, I do rent the land and then run the drift park on the land. So, and just being Speedway, you know, they don't know how long they're gonna be here for, so we're here as long as they're here. But realistically, I don't think Speedway's going anywhere in the near future. So with that said, if you haven't already, subscribe, throw us a like if you're pumped about this news. The other news is we finally got our new stickers and they're finally up on the website, guys. Obviously got this Fink & Co one, which I've already showed you guys, and then we finally got our new chrome shibby, which I'm freaking pumped on. This sticker is super rad. I'm gonna chuck them both on the Laurel now. I haven't had a chance to work on this Laurel yet. So you can see out here it is raining and weather has been kind of ordinary. So I hadn't been down here working on it. I'm basically just hadn't stressed on it because I'll get this new clutch master and do the you know, gearbox and diff oil at the same time. So I've got that stuff ready to go. Oh, that's right. I already put one of the Fink & Co helmet stickers on the car. I really need to add the chrome shibby. So Alright, it's not in the sun, so I can't fully show you guys the really cool reflection that it's got. But what I can do while I'm here, guys, is I do want to show you through some potential future plans for the drift park. So this video is going to be a little bit of talking, but it's all super exciting. Just knowing that we're not going anywhere anytime soon, and that little bit of security again, because I can't stress enough how hard it was as a father and having, you know, a family that depends on me, and then, you know, potentially everything just being pulled down around us, guys. Like, was it a year ago, 13 months ago is when we were meant to be shut down for good. We fought for it, thankfully, for a lot of you guys, anybody else that signed the petition, shared the petition, all of that sort of stuff. We are eternally grateful, and we get to keep the drift park for now. So that is incredible and it's such good news. But what that does mean is hopefully we can start getting driver numbers back up here at the venue and start to be able to fix things up, you know what I mean? Like, you can see I've moved all these walls back. I don't know if you might not have seen yesterday's video or the day before, whenever it was. We moved a bunch of these walls way further back. So if you can see, the wall used to come along here in a straight line down there. We've now moved the wall all the way back there, and then in turn the wall used to be there and it's now way out over there, which gets a whole lot more runoff area and basically allows you to be a bit more silly here with a bit more free room to not potentially, you know, crash into anything. Like, it's crazy wide. Like, you can happily U-turn the Raptor with the trailer and everything on in this area. Like, it's a plenty big enough area right here to be able to do, you know, to do full U's and all that sort of jazz. It's a little bit sucky the way the water pools up here. I think that's why I initially moved the wall, because it was to stop people running wide and driving through this and roosting all the spectators and everything with water. We'll just have to keep an eye on that on days when it's raining. There's not much we can do. On days when it's rained and then it's dry, we'll be able to sweep all that off. But one of the first things, once we can get enough people through the door, and what we are going to start working towards here at the drift park, is obviously resurfacing this entire main corner all the way up to where the concrete is. Just due to cracking, like over the years, it's a lot of this stuff is the problem. So the water gets down in these cracks, and then when we drift over them, it's sort of like a hydraulic situation happens where the water pushes under the asphalt and pushes other bits of asphalt or bitumen or whatever from underneath. So that's something on this main corner we've been battling with. It was terrible down the bottom of the track, and you know, we kind of got another couple of years of this end of the track. So that's sort of, it is what it is. It was originally, this place, you know, that main corner there was built for go-karts. It wasn't built for drift cars, that's for sure. So majority of Archfield Drift Park now, all the concrete section, all this section through the middle, that main corner was all done with drifting in mind. So it's a lot, you know, heavier duty, I guess. All right, so the weather is crappy. It's starting to rain on me, but I want to run you guys through a few of the future modifications we want to do. Other than resurfacing that corner, we'd probably want to try and raise enough funds where we can not only resurface that corner, but also extend part of the circuit and do it all in one go. Because one of the things that really kills asphalt is joins. So, you know, the more you can lay down at one time, obviously the better. Now, one of the dream lines for me, I'm gonna add in a photo here. That's my AU Falcon coming through this section here. I believe I came from the line over there, came in, hit this dirt here. I was airborne right here, ignore that, we're cleaning up. And landed and then drifted this corner. That was just in an AU. So obviously speed was low and I was literally, you know, driving on dirt and grass. So, you know, I could still get a good amount of speed in the Falcon, enough to get 4 wheels off the ground. Now, my thought going into the future, Ibisu, drift jumps, pretty rad. Yeah, the cool thing about this particular jump is you had a landing. Basically the car jumped, but then landed super smooth. So we're Ibisu. If you jump Ibisu, unless you're sort of in a JZX or something that has super good, you know, suspension, it's rough. But this, even in the AU with chopped springs and blown out shocks, the jump was still smooth and I still got 4 wheels off the ground, which is pretty freaking rad. And that's sort of something going forward into the future, I think a jump would be phenomenally super fun. So the idea in my head is to continue the track straight down here. And essentially, I want to run one corner off into the track there, and then the rest of it continues straight down here and join in to the main corner. And what that'll do is it'll make the main corner even faster and more flowy. You know, right now, if you run fast line now, you can definitely stay third. Give it a little kick in the guts and, you know, she'll sail around there in third. If we have a line that runs along here and then comes in to that main corner, you are going to be able to boogie around there. Like, it will be, I would say comparatively, it's going to be similar size to probably corner 6 at Queensland Raceway. I'll try and add in, I don't know, I'm going to measure up QR, it's corner 6, and I'll measure this up and let you guys know. All right guys, I just wanted to add a crumb of context in here. So this is Archie. This is sort of the length of the corner now. So if we're going on the outside of the track where these walls are obviously way back here now, they're actually very close to here, so I could probably go further out, but just for reference, from there all the way around to where I potentially want to make the corner go is 153 meters. And if we go to Queensland Raceway corner 6, so this is the big corner that everyone drifts onto the main straight, we are talking from the start of that running around the outside edge, 165 meters. So you got 165 meters and 153 meters. And then the width across, so essentially just the I guess that arc at the corner itself, we are 81 meters across for if we run this new section down the wall, and QR is 90, basically 100 meters across. So we're talking very close to corner 6, basically right here at Archie. So that's what I was sort of trying to explain. It's going to be somewhat similar. Another thing I'll do is we will at some point concrete track entry. So when you're coming onto the track, rather than right now, you can't really give it a lot because it's sort of bitumen and it breaks up a bit. And we kind of ask you guys, not to accelerate too hard on that stuff and rip it up. Where if we put some concrete down, drop the hammer, Harry, and just blaze it straight off the line. So that'll make track entries and stuff even safer. So yeah, there are a few of the things moving forward. And then, I think that line and resurfacing that corner with spectator and driver support, and I'm going to get some merch going now for Archie Drift Park, because I know we're going to be here. If you guys support the merch and things like that, we're going to work towards a goal. I think to do everything we want to do as far as the resurfacing and that extension, I think we could get it done for about 140,000 would be respectable. I think we can get it done for that much. Yeah, it's a lot of stickers and a lot of merch, but obviously with drivers coming through the gate, all of that sort of jazz, and spectators and you guys, so just general support around the drift park. A lot of tracks, unfortunately one of Queensland's local tracks, the other track in Queensland Raceway, which you do see me attend, they're bringing in a bunch of new rules and sort of unfortunately putting tyre barriers right on the edge of the track, which I definitely don't agree with. If you've got the space, use it. I think probably just penalising drivers would make more sense rather than saying here I'm deliberately going to put this thing here which you can potentially smash into if you make a little mistake, and that's how we're going to teach you. I think that's a bit of a bummer, but I can sort of understand it at the same time from their sense, where they want to start running more headline events and have that higher quality motorsport, Porsche Cup, V8 supercars, all of that sort of stuff, where chewed up edges from drifters doesn't look great on TV, and I guess it's that bit of extra effort to clean those things up, but it might not be worth it, from their sense, you know what I mean? It's just like me, I could run this place as a go-kart track and a super motard track and things like that, but the hassle that came along with it, because we did do those things, the hassle that came along with it just really wasn't worth it. And although we did make some money off it, it wasn't worth the time and the hassle that went into it. Yeah, it wasn't worth it for me personally. I would rather spend, that time was too stressful, and I would rather make less money and spend time with my family and things like that, rather than make more money and run, motorbikes and go-kart stuff. So that is sort of my angle there. Dream stuff going forward after, an extension and a resurface. An ultimate goal here would be to get shade, so more shade around here. We're going to be fixing the grandstand soon, don't worry guys. There's going to be new roofs going in the grandstand. That'll happen soon. I had that planned just before we found out the council were trying to close this down, so that will get back in, that'll get put back into action now. I'd love to get some shade happening in the pits for everybody in the pits. potentially a roof over all the pit bays, so you know, not only people can stay dry, I'm currently getting drenched, but you know, obviously keep out of that Queensland sun as well. But another thing which I think, again, we're talking like down the line, I'm dreaming here, things that we'd love to potentially do in the future would be to pull out, you know, all these barriers we've got everywhere. Well, just the main ones, like I think just the barriers along here, the barriers along there. Can't really do it with those ones just because of the nature of the venue. Well, we possibly can, but I'd love to concrete in, like, get walls built here, you know, frame them up, you know, so everything was super smooth. Because one of the things that does annoy me here, like, it's fine, but when you run down along this wall, there is little cracks, you know what I mean, like where the walls join. And sometimes those little ones, if you're rubbing your bumper down it, it can catch on your bumper a little bit and like crack your bumper, and cause, you know, nothing crazy, but you know, a tiny bit more damage than might, you know, what it might have been if it didn't have that crack there. So that's, you know, something I personally think about quite a bit. Some other things, I guess, again, just dreaming here, talking far in the future, would be to get rid of all of these poles out of the middle of the track and run the lights on the outside rather than down the middle of the track. Down the middle's obviously very cost effective, and that's how they did it, to get the most light where you want. Makes sense, but drift cars have a tendency to hit things, and you know, light poles are something that just suck cars in. So you know, that's something down the line. But guys, I just can't even express how pumped I am that we've got the park. I know this is a lot of talking, guys, this is what this vlog is, but I'm super pumped. I really wanted to share it with you guys. And you know, if you drift even in anywhere remotely close to where we are here at Archerfield Drift Park, get out here, guys, come and drift. It's nowhere near as small as you guys think it is. It's not. I should go and get the Raptor and just do a donut here just to show you guys how freaking big Archie is. Like, I can do a donut in the middle of a corner, I'm telling you right now. I could easily do a donut Raptor. A Raptor donut right there. All right, see, straight up, first go, plenty of room, you know what I mean? Like, this is a crazy amount of room, not even remotely close to where the wall is. If you think there's not enough room here, you're crazy. You can literally do donuts in a freaking 7-meter long car at any point on this track, which, yeah. And another thing is our beginner sessions. If you are learning to drift, don't go to a normal drift session. I'm not gonna say don't go, but like, think about it. Like, if you head out to somewhere, anywhere, if you're in Melbourne, you head out to like a Vic Drift or a Keep It Reet without attending a Keep It Reet beginner day, you're crazy. You learn so much at a beginner day. The layouts are set up specifically so you guys can learn. Same thing up here in Queensland. Unfortunately, Queensland Raceway doesn't offer it, but you've got the drift school up here with Eugene that you can go and learn at. Alternatively, obviously here at Archerfield Drift Park, twice a week or twice a fortnight, you get the opportunity to come here and learn. And people don't come here because they think the walls are close. They're not close, they're miles away. And especially when we set up a beginner's track, we set it up in the middle where there's nothing. You know, the worst thing you can hit is a cone. So, you know, I stress to you guys, if you're thinking about learning to drift, get down here, give it a go. Don't be scared of the walls. Like I said, our beginner layouts, we don't run them anywhere near the walls. We won't even tell you to drift near the walls unless you're confident. And even then, you know what I mean? It absolutely comes down to you personally. So that's just like my little 2 cents I had to add into this video about the drift park and Archerfield. that it's massive, man. Like, this front straight, it's way bigger than you think. Once you get out here onto the track, you realize just how big the place is and how much room there is. It's so hard to understand from just watching as well. Like, once you get out here and realize that you can't drift this straight in second, you need third, or you need like a super long ratio in your car to be able to use second to properly drift this straight. Like, you need third. If you run fast line, you need third. And even running the other tighter lines, like, you start running out of legs in second. So I don't know, I guess I just want to express that going forward. And overall, I'm just friggin' excited, guys. It's only however long this video is. I'm sorry I was all talking, but I had to come down here to the park, guys. This is so huge for my life. Like, I lost sleep every single night since January last year about this crap, you know what I mean? As if COVID wasn't bad enough, but the potential they're trying to close the track down after COVID is, like, you know, after COVID closed us down a lot in 2020, you know, to then in 2021 potentially get shut down. And now, you know, fast forward to 2022, we're still here. We're here to somewhat stay, at least for the meantime. You know, we've got plans, guys. If you love it and you want to see more of the drift park, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, jump on, grab some merch and that. I am going to be doing Archfield Drift Park merch soon. Stickers, shirts, maybe some hats, jumpers, hoodies, whatever. I'm going to get right on to doing some stuff, because obviously the more money we can get in, the potential of more track down, which not only as the guy that runs this place, but man, for drifting. I'm just a drifter. I volunteered. So I started volunteering for Archfield 12 years ago, and I've been running it for the last 5. So I volunteered here for 7 years with you know, not paid. So, you know, just with some track time, you know, like I give to all of my volunteers here, because I love drifting, you know. So I just want this place to survive. I think we need it even more so with rules sort of cracking down at the other venue. I hope the future is bright here at Archfield, and I hope the future is bright for drifting, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you're super stoked. Let me know in the comments down below. And again, a huge thank you to everybody that supports the track, that supports me and the channel. Man, this has been pulling me down for so long, and dude, I'm pumped, man. I am so freaking happy. I'm gonna come down here tomorrow. You'll see some friends you haven't seen on the channel tomorrow, or you haven't seen on my channel anyway, from GK Tech. Come and do some stuff with the JZX, the 370. And I'm going to be getting this Laurel going. That's copying some GK Tech bits as well. So yeah, thanks heaps for watching, guys. Sorry it's a quick one, but I am freaking excited. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. I'll see you tomorrow.